Hello lovelies, you're welcome back to my channel, and if it's your first time of being here, hello, you are welcome to my channel. My name is Tessie. So our voices has finally been heard. Victory at last as the Senate closed the issue of hate speech bill. According to them, they say the pressure that followed the bill is too much for them to handle, so they can no longer continue. I will read the news for you guys the way I'm seeing it here, but before I continue, if this is the first time you're watching my video or you have been watching without subscribing, please kindly hit on the red subscribe button down below to subscribe, also on the notification button, and that way anytime we upload a new video they will notify you. And I pray that the same way you guys are supporting me here in this channel, God will definitely send people that will support you in whatever you are doing in life, in Jesus' name, amen. So it goes on by saying that the Nigerian Senate President Ahmed Lawan has said that the Senate would no longer pass the proposed anti-social media and hate speech bill. He said this following the public outcry and the condemnation that greeted the hate speech bill. Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria, HARIWA, had written a letter protesting against the hate speech bill and anti-social media bill to the Senate. Responding to the letter, the Senate President said that the legislators will listen to the pulse of Nigerians who have rejected the bill and will do exactly as they demanded. Lawan had in his letter to HARIWA dated November 20, 2019, which was endorsed by his Chief of Staff Alhaji Babagana M. Aji, but received on December 4th, titled "Why National Assembly's Bill Against the Free Speech Are Unconstitutional" by HARIWA, stated as follows. I write to present the compliment of the Senate President, His Excellency Senator Ahmed Ibrahim Lawan, and to acknowledge the receipt of your letter on the above subject, wherein you ask the National Assembly to suspend the ad infinitum the current attempt at introducing obnoxious legislation to curb access to the social media. His Excellency is appreciative of your concern towards upholding our Constitution and your members' continuous use of their talent as writers to promote, protect, and project the human rights of all Nigerians. His Excellency assures you that the Senate will not pass any anti-people laws. While thanking you, please accept the assurance of the Senate President. HARIWA had on November 13, 2019 written to the Senate through the office of the Senate President titled "Why National Assembly Bill Against Free Speech Are Unconstitutional" by HARIWA, even as they argued that freedom of expression is the fundamental right provided in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended. By virtue of the same and another international instrument, it is the freedom to hold opinions, receive ideas and information, and impart ideas and information without interference. Social media is used in reference to the means of expression other than the mainstream media, urging the National Assembly to stop forthwith any attempt to legislate laws that offend the right to freedom of speech. The rights group reminded the National Assembly that the freedom of expression in Nigeria is granted constitutionally in Section 39 of the CFRN and stretches the right to the freedom of expression in the following ways. 1. Everyone shall be entitled to freedom of expression, including the freedom to hold opinion and to receive and impart ideas and information without interference. Second, without prejudice to the generality of Section 1 of this section, everyone shall be entitled to own, establish, and operate any medium for the dissemination of information, ideas, and opinions, provided that no person other than the government of the Federation or of a state or other person or body authorized by the President on the fulfillment of conditions laid down by the Act of the National Assembly shall own, establish, or operate television or wireless broadcasting a station for any purpose or whatsoever. The rights group says similar provisions are found in Article 9 of the African Chapter on Human Rights and People's Rights, Article 19 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights 1984, Article 19 of the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, It does not appear as a mere coincidence that Section 39 of the CFRN, which provides for freedom of expression, comes immediately after Section 38, which provides for rights for freedom of thought, conscience, and religion. Next to the thought is expression. The basis of this right, therefore, cannot be overemphasized in a democratic society. It is one of the essential foundations of a democratic society and the basic condition for its progress and development, as held the European Court on Human Rights in Handyside case, arguing that there are a plethora of decided cases guaranteeing free speech. Huriwa told the Senate that the Supreme Court per Ayula JSC in the case of the Medical and Dental Practitioners Disciplinary Tribunal v. Okonkwo 2001 85 LRCN 908 declared that the court are the institution society has agreed to invest with the responsibility of balancing conflicting interests in a way as to ensure the fullness of liberty without destroying the existence and stability of society itself. Therein lies the wisdom and need for qualification of all rights, including this one most essential right. In the case of Gozie Okeke v. the State 2003, 15 NWLR PT 842-25, the Supreme Court held that the word reasonable in its ordinary meaning means moderate, tolerable, and not excessive. In this regard, there are extant laws in Nigeria which seek to prevent abuse of free speech. Section 24(1) of Cybercrime Prohibition Prevention etc. at 2015 make it criminal offense to send a message or other matter by means of computer system of network that is grossly offensive, pornographic, or of an indecent, absent, or menacing character, or cause any such message or matter to be sent or he knows to be false for the purpose of causing annoyance, injury, inconveniences, danger, obstruction, insult, injury, criminal intimidation, enmity, hatred, ill will, or needless anxiety to another, or cause such message to be sent. Also, Section 24(2) of the Act criminalize transmitting or causing the transmission of any communication through a computer system or network to bully, threaten, or harass another person where such communication place another person in fear of death, violence, or bodily harm to another person. In the same vein, there is thought of defamation under a victim of abuse of freedom of speech can seek redress beside the criminal offense of defamation and injurious force under the Criminal Code and Penal Code. Section 391 of the Penal Code law makes it a defamation to speak or represent by mechanical means or by sign or visible representation or publish any imputation concerning another intending to knowing or having reason to believe that it had the reputation of the person, while a false statement of fact under a similar circumstance is injurious false under Section 393 of the Penal Code law. There are similar provisions in Section 373, 374, and 375 of the Criminal Code laws of the Southern States. Besides, there are various provisions in the Nigeria Broadcasting Commission Act dealing with violations which have become known as hate speech with varying degree of sanctions. Huriwa argued strongly against limitation to access to social media and also rejected the hate speech bill as follows: to require more than the existing laws have provided would portray the government in bad light and pitch it against the people, and any such further regulation will only take Nigeria centuries back in civilization with attendant consequences of the gross and flagrant abuse like in the colonial era, or like the immediate after, which has such over-regulation like the laws on sedition, by which a lot of persons were frequently charged and convicted for what ordinarily would have been fair commented by citizens of democratic society. A lot of these cases are highly profile cases with potential to cause political tension, affect the peace and stability of the entire country, which the proponent of the social media regulation claim to want to prevent. This would further deepen the already entrenched disturb between the people and the government. This way, the government loses its right and benefit of feedback from the people. Okay, lovelies, and this is basically it. I'm just so sorry that I've taken all your time to read the news. I just wanted to read everything in detail for you guys to get it right. And I'm just so happy concerning this news because it's now very clear that our voice are being heard, and our voice are very powerful, and it is good to know your rights in a country where you are living in. I wish maybe these people did not wrote this letter to them. Maybe they would have enforced these laws to us and asked us to accept it like that. And that is the reason I always say that for we to get the desired change we want in that country, your voice is needed. My voice is needed. Everybody's voice is needed. With your phone, thank God for the world of social media. Thank God they are no longer shutting us down now. You can speak with your phone, with your smartphone. You can sit in your house and talk about that thing you don't like. Speak about those things happening in your area you don't like, and your voice will be heard. The truth is that all this video we make, all these things we write, all these things they do write on social media, all this news every now and then, these people they hears it because this time around they have employed people who listen to news, who watches video and report back to them. So as you make your video in your own house, as you speak about those things you don't like, they hears, they are aware of it. You understand? So your voice is needed, my voice is needed to get the desired change we want. So nobody should keep quiet, even if you can't go to the street to protest because you are afraid, you don't want to get into trouble like others. You can speak with your phone inside your house. You can speak and make a change. So let every one of us stand up. Let every one of us rise to our feet and speak about those things we don't like. And the good thing is that as we are talking, the whole world are watching, the whole world are listening. So far you don't talk about something that are not real. Talk about those things you know that yes, they are really happening. They are the real thing. So that even if they want to verify, if they go through what you are talking about, they will discover it is true, and nobody can fight you, nobody can kill you for your truth. And that is it. Talk about those things you don't like, and in no due time will we get the desired change we want. This is one victory we have gotten, and many more are to come. And this is basically it for this video. I really appreciate every one of you that stayed to this point of this video. Your love, your support, effort upon this channel is not taken for granted, even for 1 minute. So thank you so much for watching. Share this video with others to inspire them to also speak. And with that, I will just say thank you so much for watching. Remain blessed until I come your way next time. Bye bye.